Today I'm going to be reading another story from the book More Moral Stories from Panchatantra. The one we are doing today is named The Owl and the Swan. A swan and an owl once lived in the jungle. They were good friends. The swan was the king of swans, but the owl was just a common bird. The owl says, "I wish I were a king too." One day, the owl woke up to see an army camp beneath his tree. Suddenly, he had an idea. He quickly went to the swan and invited him to this tree. "Oh, swan, this is my kingdom, and the army below is my army," said the owl. Just then, the captain gave the orders to the army to move. Hearing this, the owl decided to show the swan his authority. He flew around the captain, hooting loudly. Now, the captain was a man who believed in omens. He quickly decided that it was not a good day to travel. He ordered the troops to camp here for another day. "We shall leave only tomorrow," he said. The next morning, the owl again invited the swan to show off his kingdom. As the soldiers were getting ready to go, the owl flew around the captain's head, hooting loudly. But this time the captain was angry with the owl. He decided that he would set aside his fear of all omens and continue with the journey. He called an archer. "Shoot down that pesky owl," he said. The owl and the swan were perched on the same branch when the archer shot his arrow. The owl, seeing the arrow, moved away hastily, but the swan was too slow to move. "Ah," says the swan. The owl was filled with sadness and remorse at the loss of the noble swan. If he had not been so untruthful and vainglorious, he would not have caused the death of a good, honest friend. "Ah, my poor friend, you had to die because of my lies and pride." Moral: disaster follows pride. The end.